My name is Lewis, and the last time I spoke to you, I was talking about the Earl of Rochester, and now I am reading Hemingway's A Moveable Feast, which I think was his last book that he wrote, and it's really unbelievable. I think he's at the top of his game. Hemingway's A Moveable Feast. See? And he wrote this, I think in like 59 or so, and he was dead by 61. And we all know how he killed himself, right? Anyway, many writers say that he was compromised and was not at the top of his game, and I see no evidence of decline. The book is so evocative, which I will get into in another video. But right now, I just want to read a section from, I'm going to try some French. French is the pronunciation is very difficult. Une Generation Perdue, which is, of course, the lost generation, right? Which is what Hemingway and several other people like Gertrude Stein and F. Scott Fitzgerald. It's that lost generation of Americans in Paris in the 1920s, right? Expatriates. Anyway, I'm going to read you a section which I think is kind of informative of Hemingway. Yes, he was a man who wrote about violence and hunting, which today is kind of taboo. And I'm not a particular fan of killing animals or killing people. But Hemingway is definitely someone who speaks to us about life and how to live. And when you read, at least in me, he instills a hunger for living. And this is from Une Generation Perdue. Just one paragraph. When I was writing, it was necessary for me to read after I had written, to keep my mind from going on with the story I was working on. If you kept thinking about it, you would lose the thing that you were writing before you could go on with it the next day. It was necessary to get exercise, to be tired in my body, and it was very good to make love with whom you loved. That was better than anything. But afterwards, when you were empty, it was necessary to read in order to not think or worry about your work until you could do it again. I had learned already never to empty the well of my writing, but always to stop when there was still something there in the deep part of the well, and let it refill at night from the springs that fed it. So, in this book, he's giving some of his insights and philosophies on writing. And that's something that he did right there. Stop before you are empty, right? For the writers out there. I will see you later. Lewis signing out.